Frohen Ersten Advent. So today is the first day of basically the Advent calendar. So of course Advent is counting the 4 weeks that are up until Christmas Day. And in Germany, they have a tradition where they count down these days with an Adventskranz, which is basically a round wreath. Well, it doesn't have to be round, but it's a wreath type of decoration with 4 candles. And today is the first day of Advent, so you light the first candle today. And then by the end of the season, up until Christmas, you will have all 4 candles burning. So we have an Adventskranz, so I want to go ahead and show you guys what that looks like, and also a few things that we've done to decorate. As you can see, we have a little snowman here and everything, so I'm excited to show you guys that. And I do plan to do 1 video per week for every Advent Tag, or how would you say that? Advent Tag, I guess. So, los geht's. Say hallo, Fritzi. Sag hallo. Fritzi is very excited for the first Advent Tag. Okay, Fritzi, are you ready? Bist du bereit? Okay, so my husband will do the honors and light the first candle. So, beautiful husband, are you ready? Wow, look at that.
Frohen Ersten Advent.
Frohen Ersten Advent. Yeah, so there it is. There's our little Adventskranz. And I don't think we really say Advent Tag. We probably just say Erste or Ersten Advent. And then Zweiten Advent, zum Beispiel. So for the occasion, my husband was very sweet and made some Linzerplätzchen. Plätzchen. Plätzchen. I apologize for my pronunciation. But these cookies are so delicious, so let's dig in. All right, so now I have a few Weihnachten-Kekse to try, which are popular this time of year in Germany. So we just have a few this time, and then maybe for every Advent day, we can try something different. So right now I'll show you what I have. My husband's gonna have to help me out because I already forgot what the name of these cookies are. So these are vanilla Kipferl. And these are so good. They're basically what I would compare maybe to a sugar cookie with a vanilla flavor. They have some like sugar sprinkled on top, very good. And then these are Lebkuchen, right?
Lebkuchenherzen.
Yeah.
With a filling, apricot filling.
Oh, so these are Lebkuchen Herzen, so hearts, and they have this apricot filling. So I've never tried the ones with apricot filling, so that should be interesting. And then these usually come as Sternen. Hopefully it's not blurry in the video. But these are Zimtherzen. So these are, Zimt is cinnamon, and these actually have an apple flavor in them, or actually like bits of apple. They're so good. So we're gonna try some of those. And I also wanted to talk to my husband about his favorite Christmas traditions here in Germany. So, husband of mine, by the way, if you're just now viewing the channel, first of all, thank you. And second of all, my husband doesn't really feel comfortable being on camera, which is fine. So you sometimes will hear his voice off camera. But anyways, honey, what is your favorite Christmas or Weihnachten food?
For actual Christmas, that is probably the turkey. The
turkey for dinner?
Turkey with Klöße and Rotkohl. Classical German
Rotkohl, yeah, so that's red cabbage, and Klöße, which are like these apple dumplings.
Potato dumplings.
Apple? What did I? Potato dumplings. They're very good. They're like soft, and they usually come in a bag, and you can boil them. And unless people can make them like by hand too, but yeah, that sounds good. What is your favorite Christmas treat? Like a pastry or a candy or a cookie?
Yeah, I like these Linzerplätzchen very much if they come, like, I made them with chocolate and not with jam.
Ah, there it goes.
I like those very much. My sister and my mom, they make very good Linzerplätzchen. And I like Baumkuchen.
Baumkuchen. Like this, right?
Yeah.
They kind of look like this.
Yeah, well, these are just bits of a Baumkuchen.
Yeah.
The Baumkuchen is
Spitzen.
actually, yeah, it's very interesting. It's made on a rotary stick. And yeah, that's, I think, my favorite Christmas treat.
Okay. Does your family, or at least when you were growing up, does your family do anything special or anything that you would consider very traditional that most Germans do around Christmas time?
Yeah, well, we had an Adventskalender normally when we were children, so that was
Adventskalender, so like an Advent calendar.
Yeah, so in Germany the actual Christmas is the 24th, not the 25th.
That's right.
So so our Advent calendars, they have 24 doors, little doors. And yeah, of course, as a child, it was always a lot of fun to, like, every morning get up and open your first little door before you went to school.
Yeah, that's cute.
And so we had these things. Most people remember that probably. We normally had these things that just have a little chocolate kind of thing in there. Like now you can get everything from Lindt and whatever, like with all these fancy things.
Yeah.
But I actually still like these very plain things with just a simple chocolate in there.
Just the basic kind of
that's
old
my,
school ones.
Yeah, my experience with Christmas.
Okay.
I did like the atmosphere, especially around Heiligabend, which is the Christmas Eve on the 24th.
Heiligabend is Christmas Eve, but that's like actual Christmas for Germans, right? That's when you open presents. That's when you get together. Right?
Yeah. So on the day, or sometimes the day before, but mostly during the day of the 24th, my parents would not allow us to enter the living room. So they would put up the Christmas tree and everything, and they would put the gifts under the Christmas tree.
So they would put up the Christmas tree on Heiligabend and not earlier than that.
Yeah, mostly.
Okay, it's different in America.
Yeah. And that was nice because so where we lived before, we had like a glass door, like with this milked glass, to the living room, and you could only see schemes through the door. You something was going on, but you couldn't really see what. So that was like a nice mood, like nice atmosphere. Got you excited for what's gonna happen. And then we also normally always had dinner. You always had to finish your dinner before you were allowed to open any presents.
That makes sense.
That was good too.
Oh, so you would open presents not in the morning, like in the United States. You would open them Heiligabend,
we would
after dinner.
Right. We would normally, I think, go to church first for the the mass and
for mass.
Yeah.
Isn't that more Catholic?
No, it's all Christian.
It's just Christian. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
know.
we would do that, and then after that, I think we would have dinner with a turkey, and then after that, we would open the presents. And then, of course, the first Christmas day, the second Christmas day, so the 25th and 26th, they're also off in Germany. Some people have to work on the 24th, but the 25th and 26th are always off. Of school, of work, and so you just have these days to visit remote family or visit friends or whatever, do other things, play with your new toys maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. I like that. So, what was your favorite gift of all time ever? From the first time you can remember getting a Christmas gift until now, what was your favorite one? Can be from childhood, can be as an adult.
Yeah, that's difficult to answer. I don't know. Like I remember when I was a child, I got like this Matchbox parking garage or something like this.
Yeah.
I remember that was something that I was very excited about. That came like also like with a pack of cars, and I really liked that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm so old. I don't know. I don't know.
You are not old. Yeah, that's interesting. So there are definitely some differences between German Christmas and American or United States Christmas.
What's also probably a difference, what's also something that I liked, is that we celebrate Nikolaustag on December 6th.
That's right, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, so that is interesting because like the parents like prepare the shoes, like you have to put your shoes or your boots, the bigger the better.
Yeah,
you have to
get your biggest shoe that you can find for Nikolaustag.
Yeah, so you have to put them out on the evening of the 5th, and then the parents will like fill the shoes up with candy and sometimes toys, and you know, and then in the morning of the 6th, when you get up, you can empty out your boots. You have a lot of candy already.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's called Nikolaustag because of Saint Nikolaus and or Knecht. Yeah, that he was always on the way with Knecht Ruprecht. They were like basically like opposing Nikolaus the good one, Knecht Ruprecht the bad one, for the bad children.
So Nikolaus he gives presents, like leaves little presents and shoes for the good children, and Knecht Ruprecht. Knecht Ruprecht, he is kind of like Krampus, right? Krampus is more in southern Germany and probably more in Austria, and because we are not in northern Germany, but we're more kind of in the middle, in the west of Germany, we have this tradition of Knecht Ruprecht.
Yeah, I don't know where the border really is. I would say maybe Baden-Württemberg, or maybe even like Hessen or so, Rheinland-Pfalz. That might still be Krampus, or partly Krampus.
Okay,
and
come
then
here.
Nordrhein-Westfalen, I would say, is Nikolaus and Knecht Ruprecht.
Okay. What's wrong? Okay, so this is something that I think might confuse some Americans, if any Americans happen to watch. So Nikolaus is not Santa Claus. Nikolaus is someone else. And okay, so Fritzy started barking, so we had to take a break, and then my battery died, so I had to charge the battery. So hopefully we are good to go. Also, the lighting is a little bit different because I was using a ring light and now I'm not. So anyways, so where were we? We were talking about Nikolaus on December 6th. Now this is during the night, or do you wake up on December 6th and then...
Yeah, during the night you'll get the gifts in your boot, and then you wake up in the morning and you have your boot filled up with sweets or anything, candy. So
that's on December 6th is when you wake up, and then surprise, there's Nikolaus left some treats for you. Okay, so we were talking, while we were kind of taking a break, we were talking about, well, who brings the presents? Is it Nikolaus? Is he like Santa Claus, or is Nikolaus like Christkind? So we had some confusion. So my husband is going to explain.
Yeah, I'm not an expert, obviously not an expert about that, especially because I'm also not religious, so I don't really care for these things. But so Nikolaus, which is on December 6th.
Yeah, but that's also not really a religious. It comes probably from religion, but
yeah, it has a lot to do with religion, and I think it basically comes down to that German history in general and culture is so like different because of our history. Like Germany for the longest time, 1,000, 2,000 years was not a national state with like the same ideas about how to live, and then we also like the Germans were very like pagan, like non-religious pagan.
I read that, that it started out like pagan
while
here. So.
while Italy and like the Roman Empire and France, they were in Spain, they were all Catholic, and at that time Germany was still like wild and pagan.
Yeah.
And so we also adapted a lot of things that come down from the Nordic mythology and all that stuff. So I think everything is very like split up in different parts, and yeah, we have like the same kind of idea. Like in East Germany, for example, things are even more different than they're here in West Germany. Anyway, I think that Nikolaus is basically based on this guy Nikolaus von Myra, which was like a kind of like a saint, kind of like also like a Jesus guy that was like walking around and doing like miracles and stuff like this.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's basically what he's based on, and yeah, he was bringing gifts. And I think some people think that he is also the Weihnachtsmann, so Santa Claus. But in Germany, I think mostly Santa Claus is, what for you is Santa Claus is for us the Christkind, which is actually, I think, not Catholic. I think that is actually a Protestant idea.
Oh.
That was adapted by the Catholics, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the Christkind is, I think, based like basically on Jesus Christ. That's why it's called Christkind, so the child of Christ.
Oh.
And that's why it normally appears like as a blonde angel, and she's like bringing the gifts and fulfilling wishes and stuff. And I think that is also more common in southern Germany. So, for example, the Christmas market in Nuremberg.
Yeah,
is,
I read that. The
Christkindlmarkt.
Christkindlmarkt.
So yeah, so it's just very different based on where you live in Germany, but
like most things are.
Yeah.
A lot of things are different depending on where you live in Germany.
Yeah. So I think the Christkind is actually Christkind or Nikolaus are the ones that bring the gifts traditionally in Germany, and then of course everything was kind of like overtaken by the Coca-Cola company when they came up with their Santa Claus.
So that's like kind of what I grew up with, which is this Santa Claus, the guy with the big white beard and the red hat with the red outfit and the boots. And yeah, so in the United States, we normally refer to him as Santa Claus, Santa. Sometimes he can be called Saint Nick or Saint Nicholas, which I'm sure comes from some saint. I always thought it came from Catholicism, because saint is usually like a Catholic thing. But yeah, that's interesting. So anyways, of course, growing up in the United States, we never connected Santa Claus with religion necessarily. It was just, hey, Santa brings the gifts. And Santa Claus would bring the presents like overnight on Heilige Abend. So he would, while we were sleeping, he would bring the presents, and then we would wake up Christmas morning, which in the United States is December 25th. And that's it. That's Christmas Day. We don't have this 3 days of Christmas or anything. So we have Christmas Eve, which is the 24th. And people get together on the 24th too. Some families might open gifts on Christmas Eve, but I think the most common thing in the United States is to open them the 25th on Christmas morning. And unfortunately, we don't have Nikolaus. He doesn't bring us presents on the 6th. We don't do that in America. I obviously can't speak for all Americans. But as far as I know, what's the general thing that happens, we don't do anything like that.
And I want to add that even here there are like even more things. Like if you look outside of Germany, if you look East Europe, for example, like Orthodox Church, they have also their kinds of Christmas and with totally different things. I think in Russia they have this thing Väterchen Frost or something like that, like a totally different figure. That brings the gift, and I think that's also not even happening in December. I think that's happening on January 6th or something like this. Yeah,
well, I do know that in different countries they sometimes have different things. Like they don't all believe in this Weihnachtsmann or this Santa Claus thing. But just speaking about Germany and The United States, you know, there are differences, but they're also quite similar, I think, in different ways. But we've noticed after being together, right, because I'm American, my husband is German, that we do have different traditions and different things that we do. For example, in the United States, we do stockings. So on top of having Christmas presents, you'll get a stocking, which is basically a large sock. It's basically what it is, and you can put different things like candy, but we also put other things in our stockings. For example, so we call them stocking stuffers. So this can be anything like, you know, for women or men, maybe little hand lotions or maybe beauty products or yeah, just different little smaller gifts that you can fit into a stocking. You can do that. You can put lottery tickets and gift cards. All kinds of stuff can go in a stocking. So, and we do have stockings this year, so I will be sure to show you guys. So is there anything else you wanted to add about the German Christmas tradition? So, okay. So thank you for sharing, honey. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So let's go around. I want to show you some of the decorations we have up. Excuse the blankets all over the couch. This is because we have a very young dachshund. Her name is Fritzy. Hi, Fritzy. And she, yeah, we want to protect the couch, so we have lots of blankets here. And she's, how old is she now? She's a little over 6 months, right?
Yeah, almost 7 months.
She'll be 7 months on December 19th, so. Okay, so let's go take a look around. So I ate some of the cookies already. I ate half of the Lebkuchen here with the apricot. It was good. It was just, I'm really full now. I keep eating a lot of cookies, especially my husband's cookies over here. I love chocolate, so these Linzer Plätzchen, they're so good. So my husband found a recipe online that he uses, and they're so delicious. And then he also made this with the strawberry jam, right? Oh, so delicious. Here is our Christmas tree. It's not completely done yet. I did order a star for the top of it. Which, tell me guys, what do you use for the top of your tree? I've seen different styles in Germany. I've always used a star growing up, and usually the star can light up. So I've noticed there's a lot of tree toppers here that are stars that maybe have glitter and things like that, but so, and I love to collect ornaments. That's another thing. So here's our ornament from Rothenburg ob der Taube, which is one of my favorite places in Germany. But apparently, I don't know if that's true for everyone in Germany, but most Germans don't like to have different ornaments. Usually the ornaments should match, but no. I like to collect personal ornaments from different places that we visit. But we do just have these kind of red bulbs. So all of those will match, but anyways, I got this back in the United States, so we still need a picture of Fritzy here in the in the frame. And I got this from the United States as well. So cute. Okay, so over here we have the stockings. So the stockings, in this case, just have our initials. And of course, there's one for Fritzy, so cute. And we got this thing at Action. I thought that was really cute. My husband gifted me this Weihnachten in Hogwarts book, which is really cute. It's the German version. Here's one of my favorite things. Actually, both of my favorite things. So my big Santa pillow. I think we got that from TK Maxx one year, maybe last year or the year before. And this guy is new, our snowman. We got him from Dana. I think yesterday, actually. He's new. Here's a Santa that we got from Gertrudenhof one year. He actually lights up all different colors in the tree, which is really cool. And then this little sleigh that we got from Gertrudenhof. And then this cute little gingerbread house, which does light up, but I think the battery is dead already. And we got that from Action. I got this really cute gingerbread pillow from C&A one year. I just don't remember if it was last year or the year before. The candy cane blanket is from TJ Maxx in the United States, back in Virginia. And that is from, the pillow is from TK Maxx. And then this cute little snowman pillow we got from Big Lots, which is a store in the United States. Now comes one of the best parts of the German Christmas season, and that is Glühwein. We already dug into this one a little bit, but we're gonna have some more. Yay!
Okay, so for the Glühwein, of course, this is not as good as at an actual Glühwein stand on the Christmas market, but you can just get the bottled Glühwein. This is one that we just tried this year for the first time. Rotwild is the brand. So I just pour it in a pot. So of course we already drank a little bit of it, so it's not so much anymore. And then the good thing about the Glühwein is, so because I've been asked about that before by you, you know, like if this is just red wine. No, this is not just red wine. It is red wine. You can also get white wine, Glühwein. But this has certain herbs in it, certain spices in it that makes it like taste different. This has cinnamon, I don't know what Nelke is in English, and vanilla.
No idea.
So what I do is I just heat it up a little bit. And the good thing is you can put whatever you want in it. You can put cinnamon sticks in it, you can put vanilla in it, you can oranges. I put oranges in it, I just cut up an orange. You can also put them in the glasses afterwards. You can also put apple in it, doesn't matter.
That sounds good, apple.
Yeah, pear is good with it too.
Oh yeah, yum.
And the only important thing is that you don't boil it, so you just heat it up. You can do that in the microwave, I always do it in a pot.
Yeah.
And then you need unique Glühwein mugs, for example, like this one.
Yeah, I love it, that's really cute.
Or this one, this is also just a pretty one.
Yeah,
that
that's
you will also find on the Christmas market. Yeah, now it just has to heat up a little bit.
Oh, right. Yum.
So if it's just lightly steaming, to me that's warm enough. So I just take it off here, and I already just put some orange slice in the cups. And then just pour it in there.
Gut gemacht.
Danke.
Mmm, lecker.
Yeah, and that's basically the Glühwein. Guten Appetit.
Dankeschön. Prost. Oh. It's good. Yeah, what's interesting is it doesn't taste like just red wine heated up. It's got some flavor in it. And I looked it up. Nelke are cloves in English. So there you go. That was our first Advent of this year. If you guys watched, thank you very much. I know it's a lot of talking, but I thought that would be fun, you know. And yeah, stay tuned for every week. We'll be doing a new video. So, Frohen Ersten Advent, and I hope to see you guys next time. Tschüss!